Hello and welcome to Morehouse's Math Menagerie, where outliers are always welcome. Today, we're going to be talking about conclusions. Admissions staff from a local university is conducting a survey to determine the proportion of incoming freshmen that will need financial aid. A survey on housing needs, financial aid, and academic interest is collected from 400 of the incoming freshmen. Staff hypothesized that 30% of freshmen will need financial aid, and the sample from the survey indicated that 101 would need financial aid. So let's run a hypothesis test for this problem. Let P equal the proportion of freshmen who need financial aid. The null hypothesis is that the proportion equals 30%, and the alternative is that it does not equal 30%. We're going to gloss over the conditions for now, but if we run the numbers on this, we get a p-value of 0.0382. Now, writing the conclusion is the last part of the problem, and I want to spend some time discussing the various components of the conclusion and why we need them. The first thing here is the numerical comparison between the p-value and the alpha. This is important because remember, our p-value is the probability of getting our sample's results or something more extreme if the null hypothesis is true. And the alpha is the cutoff for how rare our sample has to be in order for it to be evidence against the null in favor of the alternative. So we're first going to give a numerical comparison using the word less than or greater than for that comparison. Secondly, we're going to then make a decision. Since the p-value is less than alpha, it's evidence against the null, and we're going to reject the null in favor of the alternative. When we run a hypothesis test, we're looking for evidence against the null and evidence for the alternative. That's why we include the in favor of the alternative language in that sentence. This last sentence is meant to put the decision in context based on the alternative hypothesis. Since we did reject the null in favor of the alternative, we're going to say there is sufficient evidence to suggest that, and then we're going to put this alternative in context that P equals the proportion of freshmen who need financial aid is not 0.03. Notice here, I'll put it in red, that we're putting this last part mimics what's in the alternative, not equal to that 0.3 or that 30%. That second sentence, again, is the decision in context of the alternative hypothesis. I hope today's video helped you understand how to write conclusions better. I'll leave you with this quote by John Maynard Keynes. Have a great day.